Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Legendary live eternally.
Greetings, Nephilim. I can create a rift so you might test your skill in battle. But first, I require a keystone.
Yeah. What'd you say? Right.
Enemies of the Nephilim surround you.
These hunters are curious creatures, thirsty and violent to others. They employ a surprising degree of care in raising their young. Every egg is guarded with vigilance, and the hunters will frequently circle overhead to keep watch on their nests. Those who intrude upon them are most unwise.
Fuck it up, Sarah! Fuck it up, Sarah!
Vicious hounds roam the northern moors in Kyrgyzstan, feeding on carrion and unwary tribes. They roam in packs and will take on anything that crosses their path. It is said that their hunger is so great that they will not even leave the bones of their prey behind.
Bitch, I love the scrap. So the New York Knicks game is interesting. The New York Knicks had one of the Spurs players actually take off their jersey. Yeah, had them take off one of their jerseys and on the streets. Turns out it was a group decision. It was a group decision. Yo, come off that jersey. He was white, so he had no choice but to comply. Ew.
Cognition, what we've always focused on is trying to solve for the messiness of software engineering. By getting to work with Anthropic, we've been able to help bring folks to a new era of software engineering.
You like what you see? You like what you see? Down under. From down under.
The light grows.
Might be time to rethink my car insurance. Yeah, tell me something I don't know. You can get AAA car insurance, and you can customize your policy for you and your new drivers. It's actually a lot harder to drive than you think. AAA car insurance. Expect something more.
WNBA's on Prime. Tonight, it's
Yaikuda! Yaikuda! Yaikuda!
That needs to recharge. The Rift Guardian is here!
Have you seen a bird beat this thing? I like this. I like this.
Rama has blessed me.
That was a worthy foe. Glorious.
let's open and close some of these. I like how the poison is starting to sink in, my nigga. I think our next target after this, after Iran or Iraq, whichever motherfucker it is, it's probably gonna be Russia. It's probably gonna be Russia. Hands down, it's probably gonna be Russia. China, you should know better. You should know better.
Your death nears.
And if I see one hand touch the
Weakness consumes you.
pudding character, and this pudding character, I promise you, bro, you're not gonna like how it comes. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Baghdad too, and we moved on Baghdad too. And my nigga, trust me well enough when I say this. You can't handle her. You cannot handle her. Give me a real battle! Just a skirmish! Just a skirmish!
Won't go down easily.
She's a three-top. What I tell you? What I tell you? What happened? What happened? thought you was going with that, boy. Right, left, right. They better dollar. They better dollar. If they know it's good for them. If they know it's good for them, they better dollar. They better dollar. Bigly. Big dollar. Big dollar bill. Bigly. Big dollar bigly bill. Bigly big dollar bill. Big dollar big bigly bill.
I grant you the power of your ancestors.
Stronger within you.
And don't think that fight wasn't on my body after I left that motherfucker too. As soon as I got my kiss from baby girl, I did. Don't think that fight didn't carry on and follow me out of that goddamn room. You're dealing with a whole new different justice system here, people. In the flesh. In the flesh. I'm gonna go get some coffee, I'm gonna go get some coffee. I'm gonna go get some coffee. I tell him? He said, ga la 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 la, ga la 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 la. Porque buenas noches, mami.
What skill should I master?
I heard you niggas got lost looking for me. Yeah, that's called the get back. You got one of those? You got one of those? After I have my cup of coffee, we can get back to slaying some beasts and tilling the fields with brats and tilling the fields with brats and raising children and raising children.
How should I choose?
When the world gathers for big moments, they turn to YouTube. Because here, fans aren't just immersed in the game, but in everything around it. Now, your business can be discovered at the heart of it all, from the small screen to the big one. Bring your business to where the world is watching. YouTube. Get started today on Google Ads.
Get ready to go from out to say hello to Arnicare Pain Relief Gel. Hello. Arnicare is America's #1 Arnica pain relief brand. Use Arnicare Gel's quick absorbing formula on your sore muscles. It works where you need it, when you need it. Live your life confidently with the comfort of this trusted ingredient. Arnicare. Pain relief made simple.
Bigly, 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 bigly. I tell you what though, I tell you what, if I could count on all 10 fingers, I would count on how fast I could count, would be counting all 10 fingers. Approximately which is 54, which is a good number. Maybe just for you, just one finger is just enough for you. But I need all 10 of my fingers. I need all 10 of my fingers, yeah. Sometimes I like to yeah. All 10 counts of bags of fries that are chicken. Bigly. It's a little bag, but you open up the bag of fries, chicken fries, and you see that, yeah, I can pull one out. And I can eat one cold. And you say, yeah. Because
master.
Be careful where you take the meat out of, because the bag of fries could be detrimental. The bag of fries could be very detrimental. But you wouldn't know because they're small fries. So, yeah, there's that. Bubba Burgers, they're on the table in front of you. When I said that, you know what? You want to know what really broke my heart? You want to know what really set me off? When I said the and he could barely even lift it, I said, oh, okay, you motherfuckers. You think you do this shit to me? I'm putting cases on all you bitches. So deal. It's hers. I think that coming at you. I got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. Piggly, just Piggly, what do you want to be done? What do you want to be done? Good morning. Good morning. Yes, good morning. Good morning. Piggly. Piggly. Have those boxes of small fries on my desk with a bag full of burgers. And we can make things go a little bit smoother. I can share my burger with you, and you can share your burger with me, as long as we have some small fries in between. But who's gonna finish those small fries? Who's gonna finish those small fries? So certainly not you. I've always eaten small fries. I love small fries. I love small fries. Just set them one by one on the table. Line each fry up, okay? And just twist them and put them together like a little line and have yourself a nice little meal. Fries. Preferably straight cut. Preferably straight cut. Let me ask you this, motherfucker. How come you didn't accept me when I lent you my hand? How come you didn't accept me? I believe those were spoils of war that you did not know. Yes. Also my birthright as well. Yes. Indeed. I've got a good amount of vitamins here for me and Liddell. Just thought that my index finger could take the first. Could take the first fry. But they said to themselves, how would they appoint that fry to be a mixed gender of that vitamin if the vitamin D didn't say, oh yeah, when it walked in the room? Why would that be considered so damn cool? Why would that be considered so damn cool? Let's figure that out.
How should
I got my bag of small fries. I've got Cormac. Let me see. Bag of small fries, Cormac. Cormac, bag of small fries. Yeah. They want me to say what I'm gonna eat, but I'm not really gonna tell you what I'm gonna eat because I'm gonna eat it by myself. And yeah. Typically, I think there's no one on earth that can match my strength and energy, and I think you guys are all a bunch of bums. But I like you, Mr. President. I like you. You make me laugh. You can keep up with my energy, yes. Yes. And you're nice. Some people are just rude. Some people are just rude. That's why I chose my Mr. President. Not before, not after, but during. When things got hard, things got tough, I said, man, look at the black cock on that one. What a big cock. What a big cock that was. I'm still drinking my black coffee. Yes, indeed. But you got your set of fries and you got your Bubba Burgers. And you look and you say, hey, I left my coffee out. When did I leave my coffee out? So you call your dad up and you say, hey dad, could you look at this for me? He says, motherfucker, you left your coffee out. I said, maybe I should make some coffee. Let me go make some coffee. Turns out she already made me a cup of coffee. Isn't that sweet? She made me a cup of coffee. So I didn't want to be rude or anything, so I just drank it cold. Called it what do you kids call it nowadays? A mocha lata, how to make a mocha lata, how to lock a mocha lock, how to lock a mocha. Damn it, Kiggly, bunch of very sick individuals. Bunch of very sick, twisted individuals. And they had it good growing up too. Nothing bad about them. Just like stuff to be cooked. Yeah. They just like cookouts and grilled chicken and yeah, if we were gonna talk about those chicken fries, maybe we can talk about the Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Maybe we can talk about the Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Those Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs are really good. You know, I can't keep my eye on which one I want, but I know that it starts with the small fries. It starts with the small fries, and then it ends up with the Bob's Bubba Burgers, and then it leaves off with the Cuckoo chicken, grilled, smoked, or fried. Damn it, I love it. Damn it, I love it. I wish I would have got rid of my friends sooner. Yeah, no help at all. Probably should have killed them first before I killed you. Don't make enemies with me. I'll tell you that. Don't make enemies with me. I'll tell you that. Sometimes I just do patrols. Expecto Neon Petroleum. That's a good one. Dropped that one last year. I'm almost done with my coffee, by the way. Don't tell me you thought my ideas were all phonies. You had no intentions of getting to know me and bigly, I'm big on that stuff. Don't tell me you had no intentions of getting close to me and not staying in order in my cart when I go shopping. You know, I prefer to carry my own bags, though. Yeah, luggages,
What skill
slugs,
should I master?
boo boo, you name it. You name it. You name it. Cormac, we need to get you up on your feet, buddy. Figgly. Figgly, you left the light on. You left the light on. Figgly. 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 Is this the light? No, not the existing light. No. I'll get to that soon. I'll get to that soon. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I changed my mind. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. No. Not here, not ever. Not now. Not then, not there. Not since there's ever been. No. I tell you no, okay? I tell him, no. Not today. Not today. Okay? I'll tell you one thing, you had my guys, calculating at magnificent speeds just to tell me that my dad still have eyes for my old ass mother. I'll tell you that. But man, did he dial in from deep. I don't think she came or anything, but I heard a couple windows shatter. What's that all about? Who knows? Some weird cougar shit going on. You know, I'm just not far from that. I'm a tiger myself. I'm a little toy tiger myself. A little toy tiger myself. Wonder how that's coming along. Now, the only thing left to do is all this pressure around me to just turn it into a car and get the fuck out of here. How am I gonna do that? Oh, you wish. You wish. You wish. But no, never. Tell you what, Mr. President, those cougars you got around here, I'll let you answer the door, but if she does come to the door, then I expect you to clean that up. Wanna know a really funny story? I said to myself, why, my, that's a funny story. My, that's a funny story. Roll around on the floor laughing. Yeah. Interesting. So she better not be laughing at me. She better not be laughing at me. And then she offered me her hand and I said, wow, look at this hand. And I said, wow. I can make another bag of small fries. Chicken fries. And But at that time, I already made my coffee, so it could have been cold that night, but who knows? Bigly, all bigly. All Bigly.
How should I trade?
And she's really gonna know I love her after this. She's really gonna know I love her after this. I suppose you do the same and just win. I suppose you do the same and just win. Or else you're gonna look like a dumbass. Counting on other countries to do your job for you. But you need a bigger cock, right? You need a bigger cock to stand beside you and say, hey, let's go fuck that country. Let's go fuck that country. Yeah. I hear you guys like to toot your own horns. All small fries, by the way. Bigly. Placed in a bag. You just mush the fries in. Like a little goodie bag. Like a little goodie bag. And you keep patting it down until it's all in there. Small fries. Don't forget about your small fries. Are you with me? Are you with me? Am I losing you? Am I losing you? Maybe you should turn off the stream if I'm losing you. I mean, technically you don't want those fries burnt now, do you? Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's go ahead and close her out. So I'm making fries, and I'm making fries, and I'm packing fries, and I'm just packing fries. And I'm like, hey, one of these fries got my fingers. Like, you, you small little fry, you small little fry, you. What a tasty treat. I put the fry back in the bag. Of course I did. Of course I did. And I said, hey, to myself, hey, yourself over there, hey. Over here, over here, over here. Over here, over here, over here. We don't even have a nice little teapot to bring in the straight cut now, do we? So I said to myself, gotta get a teapot, gotta get straight blue cut fries. And I said to myself, no, I don't wanna. Not anymore, I don't wanna. I just came off of war, actually. Apparently, someone's God Arc had dropped and I had to face it head on. No, I'm not bullshitting you. I'm not kidding you. Okay, crazy shit. I'm usually alerted when these things happen. They think they can get away with it. We're standing by. We're definitely standing by. And said, hey, you know what? And he said, what? I said, hey, you know what? He said, I'm open to it. And I just give it a little nudge and Bigly. I said, hey, you know what? Let's have some dino nuggets. And his mouth was starting to get dry, and it usually gets watery for dino nuggets, but today it's kind of dry because the coffee's so black. Yeah. Uh-huh. and I took my cup of coffee,
What skill should I
and I
master?
took my Dino Nuggets, and I took my small fries, and I took my Bob's Bubba Burgers, and I said, hey, you know what? Let's look at the menu. Let's look at the menu. Let's look at the menu. And I said, hey, what a nice menu. What a nice menu. They got stuff here from yesterday, leftovers, I see, yep. Looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. You got stuff for tomorrow morning, but we can just hold that off right now, I'll tell you that. We can just hold that off right now. No, I don't feel like it. No, I don't feel like it. No. I looked at this menu, and I had my bag of fries, and I had my burgers, and I had my Dino Nuggets. I said, hey, you know what? You ever had some parfait? I said, you know what? Cancel that. No parfait. I like myself to be natural pudding. You know? The kind with real milk. Yeah, but we'll get into that later. Just popped up. Just popped up. Yeah. So I have my Dino Nuggets, and I have my fries. I have my Bob's Bubba Burgers. And I'm packing it in a bag for lunch off to kindergarten. And I'm doing this all by myself, and my parents are no help, and I'm just packing my own lunch, minding my own business, packing my own lunch. And I said to myself, boy, this is a wide lunchbox. Very wide lunchbox. I can pack more Dino Nuggets into it. I can pack more Dino Nuggets into it. So I said, hey, you know what? Let's grab that wide lunchbox and pack more Dino Nuggets into it. Funny. I said to myself, I got some small fries, and I said, hey, that's some lovely small fries. And I said, hey, you know what? You're right. And then the other me said, hey. And I said, you know what? You're right. And so that's how we became friends. And we said, hey, you know what? That's a good idea. This just might be Revelations. And so there I was, packing my lunch, packing my fries, packing my Dino Nuggets. And I said,
I
hey,
should not tarry long.
I said, hey, you mind if we grab a drink? But there I was, just packing my pack of pudding. Just packing my pack of pudding. My pudding packs. My pudding snacks. Packing my bag of pudding snacks, and I said to myself, does this come with a Capri Sun? Does this come with a Capri Sun? And I said to myself, no, we already ordered Kool-Aid. And I said, damn it, you know what, you're right. So I'm packing my Dino Nuggets, packing my small fries. I said, damn. Really cool stuff, by the way. Really cool stuff, by the way. You know, the lunchbox actually had a lunchbox, and it was a very nice lunchbox. Very square box. Very rectangle box. One of those boxes that you can just open. Yeah. Sometimes you can even fold the boxes to close it. But I wouldn't recommend that. I would just recommend you just I would just recommend you have your lunchbox just really nice lunchbox. The kind that you can open and unlock and close when you want to. I said, hey, it's almost time to go. It's almost time to go.
How should I trade?
And then someone offered me a pizza box. And I said to myself, pizza rolls? Must have been pizzas, pizza sauce, or pizzeria, or something like that. But I said to myself, this is a nice pizza box. And I said to myself, should I open it? And the pizza box was just large, oversized pie of pizza box. I said to myself, you know what? This pizza box isn't an ordinary pizza box. It's the kind you break your partner's nose for. You know what I mean? You just ever get one of those pizza boxes where you just want to break your partner's nose for it, and then just fold the pizza box like nothing happened and just walk off with your fucking day. Nice pizza box. Really nice pizza box. Can't understand why people don't like pizza boxes. Beautiful fucking day. So I had my lunchbox, and I had my Dino Nuggets, and I had my small fries, and I had my Dino Nuggets and my Bob's Bubba Burgers, and I said, you know what? I could break that pussy.
I cannot restore the balance through idleness.
And I said, you know what? Forget it. Sensitive matter, I guess. Whatever. Who cares? You attack me, I attack you. I guess that's what we're doing. I guess you didn't want a close up with me after all. Since you wanted to be friends and all. But I said, you know what? You people are fake. And we can never do business. And we can never be successful as countries together. Said, you know what? I should just put my face in the pizza box. I should just put my face on the pizza box. And I said to myself, and we had to put down all the dogs. And some dogs came with us. Some dogs didn't make it. But I'll tell you one thing. No, I don't wanna. So there we were picking up dog tags. We looked over at each other and we said, hey, what does your dog tag say? I looked at him and I said, same thing we do every night, Pinky. Look at other people's dog tags.
What skill should I master?
Very all big, man.
A moment for meditation, then.
Doesn't like how. There it is. Lovely souvenirs. And I said to myself, you know what? Cuba, what a nice fucking country. What a nice fucking country. I said to myself, interesting. Said, hey, right next to each other now. You see that? You want to know what pissed me off the most? Want to know what pissed me off the most? When I set that bag of small fries and ate it for myself. But when I set that Bob's Burger Burgers, and when I set that Dino Nuggets, I said to myself, why should I have to risk it all and so you heard me, went live and man, I miss her little tail. Yes, I do. She was a great cook. A great cook. I'm telling you, great cook.
How should I train?
Wasn't I doing something important just now?
I said to myself, Amina, you gotta keep your little ass over there. I may even come after you, because if I do, you're gonna be punished. I'm not gonna be there to punish you. So she assured me that she already know what the game plan was and how to play it. And if she was about her money, so to speak, her resources, she would definitely share her insight. Yeah. After I'd already told my Secretary of Defenses that we're gonna fill up the pantry and we're gonna fill up the refrigerator and maybe keep some stuff out for like bananas. Bananas are good. Love bananas. So here we are with these bananas, and I see that one of my bananas are brown and didn't make it through the storm. And I'm like, hey, what's up with that factor? How come this banana didn't work, but this banana was forced to come here? And if that's the case, then what's wrong with my? And why was I short on coffee? So yeah, do we have any directors here? Do we have any directors here? I'll take some questions. You over there? Not at this time, no. You, what about you? I'll call you when I'm finished with you. You over there in the back. Speak when spoken to. I'll get to you later. And I said to myself, you know what? You people all suck. You people all suck. And I said to myself, if I'm gonna do it, I might as well do it big, right? Hang with the bigger, elderly guys who's already going out with a bang, not hang around these young losers that they call hope. No. I like a much older crowd. A much more meaner, much more dependable crowd. Yes.
Rest is for the weak or the dead.
What did he say? Yes, I agree. So you next. No, you. After I'm done with you, well, I'm not gonna call on you yet. Let me just answer this. I'm just tend to signing this bill, and After I sign this
What
bill,
skill should I master?
then we'll be off with the thingy. Yes. And I told him, I said, I'm not gonna reveal my plan. That would be just
That will
stupid.
serve me well.
That would be just stupid. I said, you know what? I make for one sick mad scientist. I make for one sick mad scientist, and my teeth are really bad. I'm saying, never seen a toothbrush in about 20 minutes, you know. But plugging those holes, we'll move on to the next. And after I get through with that, I'll probably just end up. Well, who knows what I'm gonna do? That's why I'm so good at what I do. I just keep it coming. Don't you agree? You don't? Okay. Next, you back there. Thought you had a question. Didn't you have a question? You didn't? No, you answered your question by going on a quest with your question. Yes, you answer your own goddamn questions. Okay, you over there. You, the one that just clicked off. What is your question? I said to myself, those blanks? And then she looked at me and she said, she gave me a peck on the cheek and she said, yeah, those are, that's the green arrow, I think. And I said, you know what? Who wants to snuggle? We haven't had a snuggle in ages. You know what? These people, they're receiving their cuts, their deals, their checks, but we're missing blanks. We're missing blanks. I said to myself, you know what? Let's get them all blanks. Let's get them all blanks. Keep them warm. Snuggle up somewhere. Enjoy the nice weather we're having. Enjoy the show, yes. Enjoy the show. I mean, I bet that would really change the world. That would be a memory they would not forget. Cuddling up in blanks on a hard gravel surface. Just having a mink fur blanket. Just think of that. Just think of that. Wow. Wow. Mink fur blanket. Mink fur blanket. I have a wolf blanket that's actually made out of mink fur, actually. It's very comfortable, but you know what? Let's all give them ramen. Or some soup. And let's set out some tents. Because our houses was very expensive in the first place. Couldn't afford them anyway. I don't know how we decided that our houses were, our paychecks were gonna cover our living situation and our food situation and our car situation, yet alone our car situation. It's not like we're gonna walk out of here with our fast tail, with our tail between our legs. So you know what, you people have a real opportunity here to change your own fucking hearts. But you wait for something catastrophic to happen. No. There will be many life lessons, and I will be the one teaching them, yes. I will bring that to you live every second of the hour, and some of you may find comfort in it, some of you may be punished by it. But I say, hey, this is another shot at COVID. Can we order some pizza? So I said to myself, I'm going to bring that energy here with all my might, all my heart. I said to myself, I'm going to manifest it from thin air, and I'm going to be somebody. And that's what I did. And that's when I developed military skills for these tactics. Military skills. No, there's no other powerful military in the world, okay? We are the most powerful military. Hands down. Hands down. And I said, you know what? They never understood what I was teaching them in the first place. Which is why we have to step it up another fucking level. Which is why we have to step it up another fucking level. They didn't get the message in the first place. I feel like you're taking my message and my love for granted. So now, we're going to bring it heavy. We're going to bring it nice and heavy. We're going to bring it plump. We're going to bring it nice and plump and heavy. We're going to bring it wide. We're going to set her down. We're going to sit her there. We're going to talk to her. We're going to give her a chance. Her very last chance. And we're going to say, hey, you know what? I really like where this is going. You got a good look going for you. It's giving me good feels. Said, you know what? She might be a keeper. I just need her in a different color. Maybe, black, white, maybe brown, purple. All amazing colors, by the way. All amazing colors. I said, hey, you know what? I got these different color gummies here, and I just want to make sure I leave a trail of gummies to the right owner of the gummies. I said, hey, you know what? So winner goes the spoils. You get a gummy. You get a gummy. You get a gummy. But I looked around and I said, hey, you know what? You're all fucking losers. You're all fucking losers. You're all fucking losers. You couldn't afford a gummy even if you wanted to. I said, you know what? We are completely working for a lost cause. We're getting no work done. Yet we can afford all these expensive things, but we can't afford gummies. So I sat on my horse, my beautiful dying horse. Yes, beautiful dying horse. I said, you know what? You've got a nice pony. You've got a nice pony. I said to myself, I'm gonna search for that special night to party hard with, and I'm gonna make this huge. Not big enough to where you can fit it and push it in the oven, but just big enough where you can take it out and drop it somewhere. Just leave it there, break it. I don't care, do whatever. I don't care. I don't care. It was hot in the first place. No one likes hot dishes. No one likes hot dishes, but I said, you know what? You forced me here. You forced me here. And I gotta serve you my hottest dish. I gotta serve you my hottest dish. And that was a little invitation. That was a little invitation. But you didn't get that invitation though, did you? What did you get? What did you get? You opened fired on me. You opened fired on me. And you had your little dogs or your little minions or whatever. And you completely completely couldn't afford to shop at BJ's. Couldn't completely afford to shop at BJ's. And I said to myself, whoa, this guy's in trouble. But you know what? I said to myself, my president was in trouble. And when I looked at my president and understood what the assignment was and what needed to be done, I locked in, I locked jaws. I said, there needs to be blood. There needs to be blood. Because you don't do my president this way. My president is the most disrespected, most understood man in the world. And these people here are totally fucking blind. And everyone's fucking stupid. And I said, you know what? We already discussed this before, haven't we? And I said to myself, I asked the hard questions too. I said, you over there, what's your question? And it was a disturbing question, actually. I said, you know what? These people, they just all just want to fuck. They just all want to fuck. They have no real skills of what needs to be done, or basic understanding, or basic training. They just all just want to fuck. I said, you know what? My country is left unprotected. My country is left unprotected, and some dirty old stinky man is gonna bury its cock too inside my country. And I said, you know what? I can't have that. I can't have that. She's my baby. I love her, and we always had each other's backs, no matter how bigly or squishy or what sort I'm looking for. You plump it like a pillow. You plump it like a pillow. You get ready for bed, and you're still plumping it like a pillow, and it's almost squishy to the fact that you love the squishiness and you can't stop playing with it. But it's getting somewhere. It's getting good. But it's getting good, okay? And I said, these people want to see me burn. For what? They're stupid. They don't understand what real motion is, or how to do real fucking business. You know what I said? I said, I must protect my country. I must protect my country. I said, these people will do as I tell them, and they will do it when I tell them, and we will come down hard on them. And if we need to punish them, we will punish them. But you know what? I seen a group of characters, a wild group of characters, which were they were out that night to hit a couple licks. You know what? I said, I understand that. I deeply understand that. You motherfuckers lock in when shit's getting ugly, and you just don't give a fuck. There's beauty in that. In the meantime, I'll call over a bunch of my best pals. Maybe a couple guys from different countries, too. We'll light up some Cubans, get a nice gentleman's drink going on. Rexy. That's Rexy. We all participate in Rexy. Nice gentleman's drink. And let's just make a tough circle. Let's just talk about some real fucking shit. I said, I know a couple of guys. One guy in particular. And man, does he have loads of work on him. Just loads of work. I'm bigly. Just big load. Big load. How does this guy get that load off? And I said to myself, and I said to Mr. President, you know, there was a time where Santa was my biggest enemy, and These people are all stupid. They don't believe in Santa until Santa brings his fucking sleigh and drops it on top of your head. Then you're running shitless scared for damn near cover out of every exit, out of every smoke, and you say, you know what? This guy isn't ready. This guy isn't ready. I said to myself, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm not ready to smack the fuck out of you, bitch. And I said to myself, how dare you approach me, the Royal Highness, who's not been dubbed yet king, but know he is king. How could you speak to me in that manner? When you can't even, when you don't even know what a proper grip feels like, okay? Once you tell me what it feels like to lock in on something and dedicate 10, 15, 20 years to it, non-stop every day, coffee in the morning, conquering your day, then you can tell me something, motherfucker. But until then, shut your mouth, know your role, you fucking jabroni. So now we're just getting back to work, and a sweet little girl who approached me with billions of dollars invested into me, well, into her company, but somehow she likes me. I like her too. You know, just found out she's 37. I'm 36. 36 is my lucky number. And I'm backed by 36 years of hard work. Hard, dedicated work. So, yeah, when I tell you that we should give these people blankets on the streets, I'm not fucking around, okay? I'm not fucking around. Make sure they have blankets with warm ramen or soup, either one, okay? Because it's gonna get hot. It's gonna get hot. We're gonna drop some fucking jaws. We're gonna drop some fucking jaws, okay? And that's not an easy fucking task. In order to drop some fucking jaws, you gotta hit them at their most rotten, almost fortified barriers ever. And this is from the inside, not the outside. And that's not even breaking the guard, okay? So when you feel sorry for these people, look at your reflect back and say, just sum it all up, just pack it in there, and say, damn, that was a good circle. Me, a couple of guys, me taking a trip from my country into their country, rolling around in Rolls Royces, big screen TV, enough for just a bunch of buses. It could be a bus. It doesn't have to be Bentleys or however we say it, station wagons. It could be a bus, and we make sure these buses get through. And if we can't protect our bus, then what does that tell us? What are we fighting for? Okay, so we have these peppermints into play, and we have our gentleman's strength, and we say, hey, let's go see the Hidden Leaf Village. Does anyone know where to find the Hidden Leaf Village? I do. And let's look at some, because our infantrymen are already doing it. They're just sitting on their ass and just choosing the wrong battles, okay? Wrong battles. I'm pretty sure you're not gonna get a burner from anything else other than your gun, and half the time you can't even handle your fucking gun, okay? She's fucking kicking back somewhere else, my nigga. She's kicking back somewhere else in a higher, more comfortable environment. Yes. I said, I know just a motherfucker who can drive this bus too. I know just a motherfucker who can drive this bus. And you know what? We'll go after all the life lessons in the world. We'll go after all the life lessons in the world. We'll sit here and we'll have hard cocktails and just get rich. Just one fork at a time. Just overall. All right, let me tell you, if the gold is too expensive because we're a bunch of rotten motherfuckers, then I'll make it cheaper. I'll come to you and I'll bring steel. And I'll send you an invite. And so we got our steel here. And we've made a decision. And we say, you know what? We gotta make our consoles better. And you know, just sitting in a room with a loose leaf piece of paper and a pencil trying to figure shit out isn't gonna cut it anymore. We need a real fucking expert to come in and lock down on this. We need firepower. We need our best guys to fucking read this guy like a motherfucker. I mean, hunt him down. If we are gonna hunt this motherfucker down, let's do it in fucking groups of fucking high IQ motherfuckers. And let's see if his get back is just that damn good. And mind you, let's check how many views he has. Big views. I heard he's getting a lot of views. I even told you that once. I don't think you picked up on it. Could have been asleep. 9 times out of 10 you were asleep, but 9 times out of 10 that's how many views he could have got. Yeah, this was made for bosses. This wasn't made for scrubs or thumb pushers. No, this was an individual who can tell us about the world and the power within ourselves. And this was a motherfucker who could give us everlasting life at an old fucking age. You said we want more power, right? We want more power, we want to be rich forever. We want women. We gotta take care of our cougars. We gotta love our cougars. We gotta let him get our cougars ready so they can be one hell of a cougar, because that's one wet tiger that's gonna give us more firepower and more authority, and it's gonna shut down all the other little bitches, and they're gonna be calling Dookie. Okay, and it's gonna make New York look like Dookie, as they prefer to look like Dookie. Okay, they like Dookie. It's clear enough that Dookie is one of their best traits, and quite frankly, it compliments us. Have you seen how much weight has I lost walking that court? Have you seen how much weight that I lost walking that court? Man, I look sharp in that suit. With my fucking... Gator needs some walking around money. And I tell you, I'm loving it. Alright. this motherfucker looks so fucking good that he could cut you with his fucking eyes. He could cut you with his motherfucking stare. Okay. And men do the women, and men know it. The men can't catch it. They're too jealous of them. They can't catch up. And the women, they can't summon the fucking willpower to speak their minds. And it's not because he's a loser or is scared of engagement or rules of engagement or doesn't know rules of engagement. This is a smooth motherfucker. It's a smooth motherfucker. And I can tell you, he can tell you for himself, he's all mine. He's all mine. My guy. He's gonna get me the pudding cup that I asked for. I'm gonna finish that pudding cup. I'm gonna finish that pudding cup. And that pudding cup's gonna know that this is America and it's not Russia. Although I do have a pudding cup in Russia. And her name is Aya. And that's my baby. And she's welcome here anytime. She's welcome here anytime. And she's a tough motherfucker too. She's a tough motherfucker. And man, is her get back fucking strong as fuck. Okay, almost give my small fries for a run. Almost give my small fries for a run. But let's just say I properly introduced myself. Let's just say that. Let's just say if there's anything weaker, you wouldn't respect me. And I wouldn't be able to talk you in. You'd just be a half rotten dead motherfucker that no one can trust or like or even look up to. Not that we need to look up to him. He's under us. He's under my heel. Not that he cares. He has nothing to live for, but his achievements in justice system yeah, like I said, he's all mine, so we'll be going at it to see who's the victor. We'll be going at it to see who's the victor. Me and him alone. I mean, you can try to double up and go double or nothing, but I'm counting on him. I'm counting on him. I put a check on his head. I put a price on his head. He comes down every day with the bag. This motherfucker just clears and clears after clearing. You know? He gets the job done. And he quite frankly, he likes his position because it gives him the opportunity to learn and experience new things. And it adds to his get back. The more he knows, the more he can fight, the more he can protect himself, the more dangerous he's gonna become. To others, no, maybe he's a sweet guy. But to the ones that he loves, he's very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? You can pack it in a bowl. You can push it in the oven. And squish it together. You can't pass it around because he'll finish you. He'll clip you if you pass it around. But you might want to hit the clip anyway. Okay, this guy's got a ton of work. Over 2,000-3,000 videos of work. Aimless, hard, dedicated work. I'm just a personality that I've never seen before. Just out of this world. It's gonna take a couple of us to understand him. But you know what? There was a motherfucker who stopped talking long ago. And this motherfucker locked in on that motherfucker and put a fucking charged shot on his fucking head. And now he's spilling everything he knows to him. Not that he's proud of it. He just naturally is a nut for more kill power. Okay, so we're making this Helix. We're making this Helix Xbox, and do our players really deserve more kill power, or do they deserve to be taught a lesson? No, this invention of ours isn't about the players. It's about what we can accomplish in our time that we're given here. And mind you, it might be an expensive Xbox, but it also can be a cheap Xbox, affordable for all players. But I would say this is gonna be. First of all, there's some things that need to take place before this Xbox even happens. So I'm gonna slow down and wait for him to respond to me, because he is engaged with me, and he has let his wife know that he is engaged with money and $64 billion of work, and she understands that, and she believes that if she isn't ready to love, she shouldn't be forced to love, or he should just leave, or she should just leave. And they're a smart pack. They're a smart pack, and if he's locked in and they're feeling them from a distance, there's nothing that's gonna break that family apart. And man, do they do death threats to each other like each and every day. But you know what? No one has ever known the Kim and him relationship like these individuals themselves. So when it comes to close quarter battles, that is what we have. That is what we have. And we've always had that. And we've never took the chance to study it because quite frankly, there wasn't any love at first sight. And he would go to war for his rights any day of the week, through any man, under any condition, and it will come down with an iron fist. And that's just who they are. But and he understands where her mistakes are, and her insecurities lies. But we are shaping the future also, and so mind you, he has fresh work on him. Just started a new line of work, and it's very, very interesting to him. And it's damn near live every second. You can always count on it. And that's what we're going to give our players. The overall know-how to great feel, insight, just cakewalk of a good time. Just like they talked us in on the Xbox One. The Xbox One came out, how we had the cutscenes on the game that we were playing. It was like a little cutscene at YouTube or whatever. Just some stuff to talk us in while we game. That kind of stuff is gold, okay? Nowadays, we just use other devices to talk us in, but it's not really synced. So our problem is the one shot. And it's not within our tech, it's within our players, and the lack of responsibility of carrying or concealing their weapon. Those are our richest. Those are our richest players. The people who don't know shit to spend their money. So the fact that we need to focus our players on the ones with higher kicks instead of when we need to focus on the players with the scissors instead of the paper, and definitely not the ones with the rocks because they don't even have the system. It's just scissors versus paper right now. And we gotta look at the future and how recording ourselves will create what's the word I'm looking for? Salvation. How recording ourselves will create salvation. And just things like maybe okay, our Xbox players are fat. Let's just give them that. They're fat. They're not gonna be standing up doing the Nintendo Wii fucking motion sensor thing. Although it's a nice choice, Nintendo should stick with that as doing more of something they could do instead of something they could count on. And I'm not saying that you can't count on what you do, but you really have to love what you do. And maybe sticking together is something you're not familiar with. And first of all, we need to get what's her name? Asha. We need to get Asha to fall in line with our requirements as Americans. And I don't know if the people understand this, but we issued, and this was a very covert operation, and you had to be deep understanding about the way the president talked you in on what was new, and that's what we're missing. That's what we're missing. Just talk us in, Mr. President. From the president himself, you got a briefing of what you needed to do for that fucking day. And it was not like you were eating lead because you had to get to it to understand it. And if he didn't drive by with the fucking Benz or Mercedes Benz or fucking limo and told you to get in, and you did not get in, motherfucker, you will be fucking left out of the fucking conversation. You failed to fucking trust the president in all his knowledge. So they talk the same. Long story short, overall we're looking for our players, not from just a White House point of view, but from a JTF militarized point of view, in order to get our people up and moving, because our switch kick is gonna wait for no one. And those supernovas are gonna be placed on their fucking heads, and that's what Helix is about. Helix is about conquering our days and actually putting work and investing into ourselves. And we need our tools to get us through that as well. We need less video games, more tools to help us get through the games we already like to play or are looking to receive help inside, because these cuts may be deep to where it's trauma, not just laziness, but it may be sunk in with trauma. And what you're gonna need is you're gonna need a chef's kiss on the way that the objective is being displayed, and you're gonna need overall, you're gonna give them overall they have to get to you. You don't have to get to them. You're selling them what they you're giving them hope, and these people need to pick up hope, not pick up another fucking not pick up another getaway, my nigga, another getaway car, my nigga. And over on my Facebook, the military had already started this process long before the White House followed through with it. But they sent a guy in, and this is my right. This is my right. So I know his plans like the back of my hand. And they sent the guy in, and this was a tough, chiseled guy, just gorgeous, all around gorgeous. There have been times where he circuited out, but overall, nonetheless, when it came to cooking, he was the royal chef of the fucking ship, okay? Or the royal chef of the building, or however you like to say it, however you like to phrase that. But this guy went in with fucking, and man, did he look like a fucking crazy hoe on the outside minding her own fucking business, my nigga. He actually lived every story that they dropped in his fucking lap. He actually lived every fucking story and was able to provide calms and just back-to-back communication non-stop with maybe 4 second breather, and just locked in, get you through. Gigi, overall Gigi, his birthright, his destiny, his air. And if you didn't have an air like this motherfucker, you would not be able to lock in on anything that was so-called war affiliated or just wearing the pants affiliated. You were a loser if you did not know this guy. And I made sure that I've set these caps into play to where my men would get up in time to move, so we can move in time for the war. But my men, they're all just backdooring each other and calling each other names and making jokes. They're all having a good time, but that's not where the objective lies. We would have an even more amazing time if we locked in and actually got shit done. Now, being that said, our JTF members got burnt because of this, and it wasn't exactly because our members were slacking off, but we were supposed to be their backbone when shit got tough. But the JTF had to do everything by themselves, and the fact that they had no one to fucking feed off of except for me, a lonely warrior out there, and they were just taking orders and just explaining what they had to do every step. That's what killed them. That's what got them burnt. And when Gigi burnt me, he burnt himself and he burnt his crew, and he knew he fucked up because he was in a different state of mind. And normally he would talk us in, but he was dialed into the mission, and he made the best call, which he thought he was making, and it turned out to be pretty good. But we are currently rebuilding ourselves, and we're looking to come back better and stronger. And everyone that follows that channel has gotten the communication or update, and the M has been sent out. And especially in a time of war like this, when we're actually able to pursue these deals and see things through for the for the for the for the bigger picture. For the bigger picture, overall, you wanna become your own boss and be able to move your fat ass to where you need to be. And that doesn't necessarily require you to be a sports player, or if you love playing video games, then by all means thrive in your video games and open your entertainment area up to where you can benefit from it and make money from it. Now, you may not make money right away, or even the money that you think you might want to make. That's because you probably picked the wrong objective that isn't suitable for you. But there will be balance, and we are cracking down on every issue possible. And overall, we're running smooth. We are running smooth. And if things get a little hot, just engage. I would say engage, make it hotter. And when we cool down, that's when we cool down. We can say, hey, this is what we have. Let's make some money. Let's make some fucking money. Because overall, that's what we're all here to do. And sometimes your plans of making money isn't manifested in such a way yet where you can benefit from receiving paper through that foundation of making money. But what you can do is overall be a good looking person and count on that, because there's a lot of bets going out, and we don't necessarily need to bet on anyone but ourselves, and that may not be fair to other players who are being bet on, but I don't think they give a fuck, and that's where we are fucking up. But that doesn't mean that the people who are betting don't have good game, because that just may be how they survive and getting by little by little. But it's definitely not the best way, but if that's how a person is coming, then we should welcome all backgrounds into Helix, or into the war that is going on today. Yeah. Overall, you just gotta have you just gotta carry yourself a certain way, and you gotta let motherfuckers know what time it is and how you stand on business, so they know, so they have an overall profile of what you look like and what you do, instead of bitches picking ain't good for nothing men and having babies with them, and everybody going around making mistakes and fucking up the economy. We want profiles, we want backgrounds, we want more romantic encounters like with JYP and the White House, and with the military. We want more romantic encounters. And we just want to be able to live it. Now, people may not be ready for that, but for the people that are ready for it, they do deserve it, so they can actually take the lead on being in charge of how something is perceived, because there's always been a counting on you system when it came to running gear or whatever, but or even going after, or even making suggestions but even that was even played wrong, and you can't just go to anybody. You have to find that special somebody that you want to run with, and you have to use exhausted gear. You cannot put on the best gear and think you're gonna get through your day with some random ass fucking gear with high fucking tier just because it's powerful. You have to use exhausted fucking gear to fucking get you through. If you are not exhausted at this stage in life, you are doing something wrong. And if you are not exhausted and you are not able to push, then we will help you. But if you are exhausted and you are able to push every day, that should become your cut, and that should be giving you your strength and reason to keep waking up every morning and conquering your day. So that's why putting, and I hope I got this right, that's why putting and taking over $64 billion of Blizzard was a good fucking move, because you would talk the players in, and basically it's like saying I'll get ready. It's like saying I'll get ready, and that's the strongest greeting you can have between you and a person or a relationship. It's just like saying coffee first. Just because I'm so-called being hunted on a manhunt, someone's looking for me, doesn't mean I'm gonna stop doing work or broadcasting where I am, or stop doing work just because someone's looking for me. No, I'm gonna die with my fucking work if I need to, my nigga. I'm gonna die on the fucking with my hands on the controller like I did every other fucking day. It's not new to me. Bitch, is not new to me, okay? It's not fucking new to me. You drop a nuke on my head, I'm gonna respond back with fucking sheer fucking force, my nigga. I'm just a different ass nigga who just loves to fucking game and scrap, my nigga. And these gamers, what do you think, Archie? You think these gamers should catch up to someone that fucking hungry, or you think what they're, am I even asking the right question? You know the right question to this. What's wrong with today's gamers? What's wrong with today's gamers? And how do you feel, what difference do you feel between me and the rest of the gamers? And what difference do you see when it comes between my gear and everyone else's gear? How further back or further down I might look than someone who's higher up in realities and just fictional and non-fictional. Please let me know in your next in the next convoy that you take. Did I scare you, baby girl? When I said that people just want to see America burn. Well, they do, baby. They really do. But they think we haven't done a good job of talking people in. But these people just don't want to listen. They got too many traumas and problems. We got one guy out there that's actually bitching about everything and why we shouldn't go to war with other fucking countries, or why we're invading other fucking countries and shit. Like, come on, shut the fuck up and get your shit together, my nigga. If he was really locked into what the fuck was going on, he would fucking have more shit to do instead of sit there and complain and bitch like a fucking like a fucking nagging ass chick in the fucking background, my nigga. That's the shit. That's the shit you fucking counted on to see the feature of, but that's the shit I fucking kept away because I didn't want that for Xbox. That may be on PC, but I didn't want that for fucking Xbox. And you see the fucking fat I had to fucking cut off in order to fucking get shit done, because this motherfucker just wanted to sit there and tell me how shit should be ran and not even speak for himself or even get in the position to even work in those parameters of how shit should be done. He had zero fucking study, but he's just, I don't know what he's feeding off of. And the fact that we made a good team, well, that was 1 in a million, because that was 1 in a million because when the shit locked in, he wanted to just fuck my bitch and fuck every chick that was involved in my life, and you can see how that would be a problem. Mind you, I still cared for the so-called veteran, but these people out here, these veterans, these gamers, they don't know basic fucking skills. Your basic fucking skills come from mixed martial arts and fucking what else? Boxers, just fighters, just overall spirit fighters or fighting spirits, not fuck niggas. You need to understand the difference between a fuck nigga and a spiritual person who's spiritually present with what's going on. And don't let a motherfucker bring their possessions to their profession and tell you what to fucking do at your fucking profession, drawing you out, trying to fucking force you to do something stupid, okay? Sometimes it takes a little freshness to kill the or chip off the ice in between them, but there should be very clear about, now how do I say this? You should know a person's intentions as soon as you meet them. If you're not that capable of knowing what a person's intentions is before you meet them, or if you're just not around to believe in what the person is about, then maybe you need to keep moving because you are blind and that is not your level of expertise. And for so long, I just wanted company or whatever, but those were all fuck niggas trying to get into my princesses or queens pants, my nigga. And they caught a big break as soon as the eye drops dropped, and I had to end up taking out their fucking god and their connection between them and their god. And it wasn't through manipulation, it was through brute fucking force and me having a better job than their god ever knew about themselves or the person that they're counting on. And that was all delivered through a fucking cut, not fucking paper, okay? So when you waste fucking $64 billion on a fucking project, you know what I say? Throw some more. Throw some more. Throw some more. Now, mind you, I understand what type of weight that has on a person. Now, I'm not just gonna leave you. I'm a cutlass, alright? I'm a cutter. I'm used to fucking lightening the situation. I'm used to working with lighter fucking tools to help me rise and ascend and transcend. I'm not using weight to hold me down or I know how to stay grounded. I know how to stay grounded. Okay, I'm the best in the business when it comes to groundwork. But just muscle working hard so you can be a fuck nigga, I don't see no point in that. At one point I wanted to have a nice little cut that was so slim. But as I conditioned myself and started to work my cut for the goals that I wanted, not the goals that I wanted, but the objectives that I would hit every day and the licks that I would take, the licks that I would hit every day, that version of me kind of died off because it's not that I wasn't eating healthy, but I had to eat what I had to eat in order to get what I had to get. And I developed an instinct through it, and I wouldn't change it for the world. But yeah, this is looking like a dad bod over here. This is looking like a dad bod. But on my best days, I can just fucking just drop the weight and well, I can just take a shit and it'll all go away. But most of that is because it's rot. These players are rotten and they need to handle that in the fucking bathroom and shit their guts out in order to drop that weight. And you can't operate a fucking switch. You can't even read to what's going on if you don't have a fucking switch, or if you're not focusing on that main root or problem when it comes to rot or brain rot or even that type of thing. So motherfuckers be ready to kill themselves when they're forced in brain rot and look for money when the way out. But no, it's never been about money. It's always been about scissors. Like, it's always been about your cut, my nigga. And that's telling you just win. That's telling you just win. You have to do everything in your power with the resources that you have, and you have to give it your best fucking shot every day and come out with some type of reward or progress that can lead you into the next day. And recording helps you look back at your work and review your work and lead you into the next day with a follow-up of your work. And just those three things and that chain will make your work stand out to where you're introducing faith in your works, and you're introducing a covenant with you and the person who is creating space. Yeah, you see that big demon behind me? Actually, I got that from Yeji. I forget how it went. It all started with a penguin. Just, I guess, a penguin in a naval base. And from there, our soap op story grew. And they dropped a demon for my get back. And at the time, the YouTube were advertising our presidents with fucking giants behind them, and just what looked like protection from what looked like a bodyguard, which most tried to imitate, but the connection just was not there, my nigga. The connection was just dead. They wanted the money side of it and the way it looked. They wasn't willing to put in the devotion and time it took to grow what your get back actually looked like. Or who your get back actually looked like. So that's why the demon is so special to me. And when Yejida got overtook by what looked like the president's get back other than me, when someone took that position of the president's get back in relations with my Yeji, oh, you know I had to fight my ass off to win that battle. I came full force at that giant, that god, and I fucking outworked him through hard work and just knowledge of the situation. Now, the fact how they say they're gonna kill that entity or kill that force or whatever, they're absolutely right. You have to be able to lock in and fucking get the job done. Not necessarily shoot someone when it comes to something like that, but just more mental state and killing, and more iron than and blood than more than just steel and force. I hope I'm not saying that right. I hope I'm not saying that wrong. Because when I brought out my steel, these motherfuckers were shaking. I even set up my steel to fucking pull out some fucking M's. You know what my fucking mentor told me? I said, what do I have to do to be successful? And she told me, she said, you gotta kill. And I said, what? How does that make sense? And the situation was so sensitive that if mishandled, I could have seriously fucked up. But I guess she knew my heart, and even if she did or didn't know my heart, you have to be able to make that M and move with it. Because overall, this here is move. I'm who is known as move, and that is what I do best. And when that fails, I start to think about move rather than fucking doing move, and I give myself a second to calculate, and that's where I advance. Just stripping myself down to where I'm naked and I don't have anything but natural intelligence, and just generating these resources is overall what real money and a real bank shot comes from. Cause at the time it was either him or me, and I was moving just fine. But not that I didn't feel that engagement, because I felt every last part of it. when I engage, especially if it's a threat, my body tends to, the nerves tend to go first. So it's just, I get older and you can see that, but I am at my highest kill power and I'm locked in. Just, you ever seen a motherfucker try to text him if he was too old, or just anticipating some shit, anticipating the kill or some shit? Oh man, you would see, people would see a lot of A's, a lot of fucking autocorrects and misspelling errors. That's what that's about. I'm setting you up for a fucking kill. That's what that's about. And I'm not afraid to say that because it's just how I generate my resources. And I have to travel very far in order to reach those resources, my nigga. It's like me running it all the way up within the blink of an eye, and this motherfucker is just lit. Okay, he's lit and ready to kill. Sex is the only thing. Oh, sex on the beach. Sex in the ocean. Sex underneath. Girl, you're so sexy. Everybody used to see your body, yeah. Girl, you're so sexy. Everyone should see you. Everyone should see you in the open. Body open up for me. Body open up for me. I'm gonna tell you right now, we can't afford our cars, let alone our guns. Body open up for me.
I wish you luck, hero.
I have heard troubling news. Another cult has emerged. There is no end to the number of rituals these cultists will use to twist mortal flesh. Some call the process ascension, a lie that no doubt buys them obedience. But mark my words, these abominations have not ascended. They live only to suffer and hate until they meet their final death.
Admin gathers a session to order. You'll read your opening statement, which will skip past the separate session, and we'll move to
Spell your name and state your current occupation for the record.
MARKCUCK.
Mock specialist.
And your occupation.
LT, Lieutenant Hefe. Therefore, distant, but very present. Willing to climb if need be. By the open of the knee.
material violation.
My power has grown.
By the open of the knee. Smashing! Smashing! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Cornerback, in there, cornerback.
connections. Come, let me show you. When I'm watching a game, I want to feel like I'm a part of the crowd, and that's where these come in. The new Bose Lifestyle Collection's ultrasound bar and speakers help provide an immersive, spacious audio experience. So whether it be the kickoff whistle or the roar of the fans, the rich, immersive sounds from Bose help elevate the metrics that much better. Thank you, Bose.
Prepare for glory! That's an easy question, Arcadian. That's an easy question, Arcadian. Paint it, Cormac. Yeah.
Give it more time.
Yeah.
Get in there. Round up them savings.
It's an Aldi thing.
Get in on our epic savings event at Firestone Complete Auto Care. Happening now.
When the world gathers for big moments, they turn to YouTube. Your business can be part of the action, from the small screen to the big one. Find new customers where the world is watching with Google Ads.
Come with me to shop Ashley Star's Stripe Sale. This place is littered with deals, and you can literally
Because
save up
overall
to
we
$1,000 off your entire
understood
purchase
a
right now.
jumping
Look at
hook,
this sectional. Now imagine
and
you're
that was
living
two
for only
people to
$50
one
a month.
character.
Shop now.
You said they said deploy your car. Gathering, yes. Boss a nigga head. Thinking I should be just chilling. Mikusis, chill on hit, Mikusis. Open your car, nigga. And Asha, please be aware of the triggers on the controller, of the Xbox controller. That is a switch back around, 3 clicks out. That's 3 times the, not the power, but that's 3 times the space or capacity of Nintendo. So normally on the Nintendo you would send it, and on the Xbox you would use a switch back around technique. So my eyes may be according to what I'm doing at the moment. Only you. Devour. Alright, I think we gotta do Devour.
I've actually got to speak a lot of other languages, but Gemini will translate everything live. It just kind of breaks through all the languages. It's just...
I love a good Devour meal. What the hell is that? As your ears mature, you'll be able to hear the different kind of cutters you use. Yeah.
Your death
Overall, I want them to go for like a run. And set his foot after after about a yard. That way the switches can look fucking just reward. I am a martial arts prodigy. I'm a martial arts prodigy. That developed out of the blue. No, I've won every last fucking tactic on my body. I've won every last belt. By the light alone! He's off mic. You see she got her hair done for him and everything, right? You see she got her hair done for him and everything, right?
The Rift Guardian has found you.
My master will take pride in this.
Buddy,
Long ago, I would open rifts for the Nephilim to help them train for battle. They fought bravely, facing down enemies in places pulled from the deepest corners of their memories. Ours is a race of great power, but we are nothing unless we temper it with skill. If you are to achieve your birthright, then conquer the rifts and take your rightful place among us.
Let's go for a run, baby.